So, welcome to Understanding the Young Living Income Opportunity. If you've known me for any length of time, you know that I'm really excited about what this has done for my family. We started out with Young Living just because of our love of the products. It radically and dramatically, to coin a friend's phrase, changed our lives. And not even from the income standpoint in the beginning. We finally had some natural chemical-free alternatives to assist our family in everyday life. One of my children is extremely sensitive to chemicals, which was a huge adjustment for us. And now we had solutions that we could use in our home, make our home smell great, keep our family healthy, that were not available, frankly, at least to the standard that we needed them to be in our own home. And then the income opportunity really rolled out from there. People saw changes in my kids. They saw changes in our health, in our happiness, and the way we carried ourselves. And we had definitely a level of confidence in our own health and wellness that we didn't have before. And so they asked questions, and they wanted to join in. They had to try it too. And that's what happened. And our first month in Young Living, where I say as a business, we had 4 friends hop on board with us. We had a little wine and oils at our event at our house, and that's really how the whole thing began to snowball. And that was a couple months after I had already started my membership with Young Living. So it snowballed from that August to 1 year later, where I had hit silver. So in a year's time, we had gone from just getting started in this and excited with the product to earning our first check and realizing there's something more here. There's a real opportunity to, for me, working part-time in that year and being able to come out with an income that kept me from having to go get a part-time job, which is great because I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be with my kids. I love working, but I didn't want to give up on those dreams. I homeschool them as well. I didn't want to trade all that out to have to get a job. And so this fulfilled a lot of needs for me. It fulfilled the pocketbook need. I mean, in the meantime, we paid off a car, we paid off a credit card. That's great. It filled that. It fulfilled the need for getting out and being with adults because, frankly, sometimes you're home too much. And that could get hard too. And I know that, moms, the struggle is a real. And yet it kept me doing the things I love with my family. So what I want to do today is tell you how I went from beginning and the first things I learned about the income opportunity to the cycle it took to get me to silver, which was a little over 200 members and just getting started in silver. And you're going to see, I'm going to show you some of the statistics on this, but just getting started in silver, ranging from an average income of just getting started to from about $1,000 a month on up. And this is what I want for all of you guys. And as you work the cycle to silver to gold, you'll see that the ranges increase. The average silver will make, once you hit that average, is about $2,200. And I'm going to show you a little bit more of that. So if you're interested, and if that sounds like a nice way to supplement your income, and work your way up from there, gold and beyond, then stay tuned because that's what I'm going to tell you about. And that was my first year in the business. So I'm going to, I believe I can anyways, turn this so you can see my screen. So let me see if I can figure out the share screen setting in here. Maybe. Let's see if I click this. I don't want to stop the video, but I do want to try to flip it around. It only lets me, oh, really, the bright green button in the middle. Thank you. Okay, here's desktop. So let's share the screen. There's me off to the side. That was easy. Sorry, that took too long. I'm going to open this up. This was a nice little presentation that was written by a friend of mine. And I'm going to go over it with you because I think it perfectly captures that first year in business for me and what I'd love to see happen for you guys. So we're going to start this. Welcome to the Young Living Opportunity. I told you my story. Here's some of the goals, right? You want to get your kit for free and earn free products. That definitely is something that you could do right off the bat. You could do that your first month in the business. Earn extra money for vacations and splurges. Yep, no problem. You could totally do that. Like I mentioned, I was able to, well, it says replace a part-time or full-time job. For me, the most I can ever work is really about 20 hours a week with the kids. And that's pretty good, I think. So on average, I probably work 15 hours, some weeks a little more, some weeks a little less. It just depends on what we're doing. And I was more than able to replace the part-time income that I left before I had my third child. Paying off your mortgage or debt. Like I mentioned, we've already paid off a car, we've already paid off credit cards. I'm hoping that as we roll on and we're reaching our next ranks, that for sure we'll be able to pay off the mortgage and work those bills down as well. Retire early. These are things that people I know are doing. They can retire early, they earn residual income for life. They've not only set themselves up, some of them, to pay for their bills forevermore, but their kids are set and their grandkids are set. So I thought I'd share that with you. Oh, a little side note, I'm using my dear friend Kelly's Zoom account. And so her name is down there, but I am Leah Jervis, in case you guys didn't know. I know it's on my presentation, but I just thought that might be confusing. Build and join a community of health and wellness-focused individuals. I am a crunchy mama. It's just something that's been in me from like the day I even had this glimmer of hope of having a child. So finding other people that think like that is awesome for me. And to make new friends and to develop long-lasting friendships with those people is great. So those are some of the goals, and they are absolutely realistic. This talks a little bit about your income potential. Now, you'll notice on the screen, it shows a little phone, and you've got your income disclosure statement written on there. I'm not sure if you guys can see me, so I'm going to flip it back around just so you can. But you can print off that right here, and I will make sure to post the link in the comments. And I know it's hard to see some of the details, but we're going to discuss. That's going to be printed in the presentation for you to have. But I encourage you to print this off, because really, when you think about it, you want to see these numbers. You want to like put these numbers up on your vision board so that you have them in front of you all the time. And it starts with the first several ranks, which you guys could do this within months. People achieve executive within 3 months. This is something you could do. Silver and 6 is a realistic goal. That is what I did. And that is a worthy goal to achieve. So I don't know that you could read these, but it shows distributor, star, senior star, executive, silver, and then on up from there. And that's some of the things we're going to talk about. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen with you. It shows, again, the average distributor. This is people that are just in it to enjoy the product. So they're not actually out there trying to achieve different rank. A lot of times they're getting free stuff. So the average is going to be low. Most of them aren't in it to make money. A member and a distributor is a synonymous term in this business. Hitting star, this is when your essential reward starts getting paid for, or your monthly auto ship program. That starts at $50 to be on that program. So it's $79 a month. Now we're talking free stuff. I like free. I think most people like free. The next rank is senior star. $255 is enough for, now you're not just getting your oils free, but you're replacing the cost and your output for a lot of your household items. So you've essentially started using it as part of your grocery budget. So it's helping to pay your bills easily at $255 a month. Maybe you guys don't, maybe you save a little bit of it out and you start using that to pay down some credit card debt. You've got 1,000 options at the senior star rank. And this is what I love to use to blast people through. Easily star, senior star, executive for your first 3 months. Because once you hit executive at $549 a month, usually by this time you have a hard time spending all that money on your products. I mean, even me, as much as I love it, I usually have, at that point, I had money left over, and I was like, wow. In the beginning, I did invest some of it in my business, and then I started saving the rest. And then hitting silver, the average income is $2,221. You'll notice if you print out this form, I'm going to come back to the form that I was talking about. It also shows on here that it shows you the lowest, the highest, the median, and the average. So the average is $2,200. The highest is $2,700, and the median is $1,700, and the lowest can be $306. So it depends on how you've achieved your rank. I would say most people can expect to be earning around $1,000 a month the day that that all flips over to silver. But if you're a massive enroller, or you have your hand in your first and second leg, and that's where most of your growth is, then you're going to see that's going to be higher. When you hit silver, if you've got other people that are racing for silver and have hit silver on your team, then it's going to be even higher. My upline, who's my mother, when she hit silver, she already had me as a silver on her team. So her income was right around that median right away when she hit it, which is a great bonus for somebody. So back to the screen sharing. I'll show you the next slide. On here, it talks about how to download it, so make sure you do that so you have it. Next is your investment. How do you get started in this great business? Well, obviously, most of you, if you're watching this video, already have your Young Living starter kit. Once you have that member number, you don't need anything else to start earning money right away. In fact, everything you need to share your oils is in that kit. Everything you need to even host a class, do an online event, everything you need is going to be right there in that kit. We want to make it easy. Your investment should not be a huge output. So how do you get started? This is what I did. My first month, I enrolled 4 new members with a premium starter kit. It was enough to pay for my kit. I got the check next month. They usually come out around the 20th. I got the check next month. Plus, sometimes you're going to find that those friends have add-on items. Some of them have enrolled in Essential Rewards, which was the case. So my check at that time was actually closer to around $300, and it was more than enough to pay me back and give me the opportunity to boost my business forward. So you can earn from an extra, if you enroll 4 friends with the kit, you can earn from an extra $40 on up. So that's a great way to get started. Your initial investment, it says, is between $45 and $160. The $45 kit is the basic starter kit. I don't know anybody who's ever done that and then worked it as a business. You only have one oil at that time to get started with. So if you're serious about this being a business, save up the dollars until you get the bigger kit, because that's what you're going to want to have to get started. Your average monthly output for your purchases for you in your business, it says here, is 50 to 100 PV a month. PV usually is equal to dollar amount in the US. There are a few things that are different, like the diffusers are generally half, but as long as you're buying oil supplements or any of Young Living's other products that are oil infused, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be about dollar for point value. Thereafter, it says you need to begin and maintain your business, no strings attached. That's all you need, is that 50 to 100 PV order. I would also encourage you, if you're a serious business builder, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit, you want to be at 100 PV. Not only are you going to get more free stuff, because the last couple months we've had incentives to keep you at 100 PV when you're on Essential Rewards, which I'm going to touch on, but you're also going to make sure you qualify for extra bonuses with this company because they encourage their loyal customers. So let's go into the next slide. Understanding terms and definitions. Now, to sit and stare at the screen might be boring. Not that looking at me is a whole lot better, but we're going to do a little bit of both so that I can just talk to you one-on-one. The distributor or member, like I said before, they're generally synonymous terms. To be a distributor, you have to be at that 100 PV level. The member is going to enjoy 24% off retail prices. You can participate in the compensation plan if you choose at that point, not just the bonuses, but the entire unilevel commission and the other incentives they have, like the Rising Star bonus. A customer or a retail customer is going to pay the retail price, and they're not going to be able to earn commissions. We understand some people prefer that, and that's okay. We love our customers too. They're pretty great. A lot of times this is their way to just kind of break in. They want to try a bottle of Thieves because they've heard such great things about it for immune support, or they'd love to try a bottle of lavender for their kids because they heard me talking about how awesome lavender was for our daughter. So maybe that's how they want to get started, and that's okay. Generally, they're going to come back and they can turn their account over to become a member or distributor account later. The enroller and the sponsor, you'll notice when you sign on that there's a place for two numbers. Well, that's interesting. Aren't they the same thing? Well, yes and no. They can be. You can put your number in as the enroller and the sponsor, and in the beginning, you're generally going to do that every time. But you will always be the enroller when you are signing someone up. So you're going to put your member number there. The enroller is the one responsible for signing up the new member. They're eligible for the Fast Start and Young Living bonuses, and granted for enrolling new members. And I also want you to think of yourself as being the one responsible to teach them how to use the virtual office, to place their orders, who to connect with if they want to build a business and you're not a business builder. You need to be able to make that connection for them as well. And if you are a business builder, then you're going to be earning the commission on them in those first couple months, the bonuses, so that you're going to be paid for helping them out too. The sponsor is the member's direct upline and main support. Sometimes it's the same as the enroller. An enroller can give their new member a different sponsor number within the first 20 days. And also changing an enrollee's sponsor allows you to strategically lay out your organization's legs. So if you're in your race for silver and you're thinking, or you're working on your Rising Star bonus and you're thinking, where can I put this person? One, to be best for them. What leader's going to resonate well with them? What team would they respond best to? And then the other thing you're probably going to consider is, how is this going to fit into my overall organization? So that's how you would use that sponsorship. The other thing we're going to talk about, and you'll see this come up several times, you'll see volume, or you'll also see it sometimes called PV, commissionable value of the product a distributor purchases every month is the volume. So we're going to refer to this in personal volume and overall group volume. So you'll hear it used both ways. Personal volume in any calendar month is what you purchase personally, period. So whether you're a member or a customer, your PV or personal volume is what you've bought. The other one, OGV, or organizational group volume, that is the total amount of commissionable sales generated by everyone and anyone in your organization, plus what your PV as well would be included in that. Also, legs. Legs is formed by the distributors underneath you who have 100 PV, and it includes the OGV, or overall group volume, of their downline. So we could see how that starts to form, that here's a friend that you've enrolled, maybe your best friend, and you guys have had a couple parties together, and now underneath her, everybody that she is the enroller or the sponsor of is going to be in that team. And anybody that her friends have enrolled or is the sponsor of will be on that team, a part of that overall group volume and in her leg. So those are the terms and the definitions. I'm going to flip back to that screen so that you guys will get another look at it. And if you want to screen share it, or screenshot it, that would be a good time to do it. So here you go to see it. Here's your terms and definitions. This is also available in the virtual office, which you'll be able to pull up at any time. All right, essential rewards. So this one's more interesting. I love free stuff, and so I want you guys to see this while I read it out. Your essential rewards, receiving points back towards free products. This recently changed so that now, starting at months 25, you're going to actually be up to 25%. I love that. To me, that is one of the best parts. That means when I place my average orders, which are usually around 300 PV, because that's where the promotion cap is, the top tier of promotions, that means I'm getting $75 back every month to spend on free stuff. So every month I usually end up getting Diamond and multigrains. Those are my two can't live without items. I also like Endogize, but I don't need it every month. So we'll, as it goes on, you'll see. You'll get your own cycle for how you purchase your stuff. Months 1 through 3, you get 10% back, which is great for somebody just getting started. And then months 4 through 24, you're going to actually get up to 20% back. You're doubling it at month 4. At the end of that month 3, they have loyalty program, and part of the loyalty program is that they're going to give you a free gift. So there's free gifts available at month 3, 6, 9, plus at 1 year, they have a special blend called the Loyalty Essential Oil Blend that they're going to send you as a gift for staying with the program. And every year thereafter, there's going to be something additional that they'll send you as a gift, just as a thank you for staying with the program. You can earn additional free points, like this month, it's November 2016. So this month they have, I think at the 190 PV tier, if the order's placed through Essential Rewards, you'll get 20 extra points. So I'm geeked because that's like 95 points total for me at least for this year, almost $100 in free products. And then if you add that to the promotions that are out there and the free oils that I'm going to get, that's over $300 in free products I get for my $300 order. So to me, even though it says on here that I'm getting 25% back, I see it as at least half back, because that's just a huge deal. So I don't want to ever hear somebody say, these oils are too expensive. It just means to me that you're not taking advantage of all the amazing offers that are out there, because I can't see anything more cost effective than the Essential Rewards program. They have reduced shipping fees for people that are on the Essential Rewards program, although I would encourage you to stay away from Smart Post unless you got to, because when it says 5 to 10 days, 5 to 10 days, they mean it. I live in Michigan. We're way far away from Utah. It'll take 10 days, 10 business days, just to give you an idea about that. Then the minimum to be on Essential Rewards is only 50 PV per month. You can change your order every month. You can change the date if you need it to be changed, and you can cancel it at any time. Having 100 PV Essential Rewards order each month is the best way to ensure you receive all your commissions and earn the most points and products. And like I mentioned, there's even a 100 PV tier these last 2 months. 4 ways to get paid, from distributor through executive rank. Now, this is where sometimes people are like, oh, let me go back to you guys here. They give me this, oh man, it's giving me a headache. I can't do numbers. The commission thing is so hard. Well, I love this slide, so pay extra attention, because I really think it breaks it down wonderfully for you guys so that you can see why 100 PV on ER really maximizes all the benefits to you. And that's what we want to have. We want to have you receive the biggest payout, and I should say at least 100 PV on ER, because really getting all the promos and incentives is pretty great too. So let's get back to this, and you'll see why 100 PV on ER is to your benefit. So first, it starts with the Start Living bonus. To receive the Start Living bonus and the Fast Start bonus, because they work hand in hand, you only need to have purchased 50 PV in a calendar month. And I'd like to tell people the reason why they do this, I think, really is not to confuse us, but to make it easier for the person who enrolls a friend or a neighbor or whatever every now and then. For the person that doesn't want to distribute, isn't looking to start a business, but doesn't want to stop from sharing either. So if I spend $50 this month and I've enrolled my best friend, I will earn back around $50 as well. So it gives me a month's worth of free products, or covers my ER order for that month. And that's great. I mean, I wouldn't want them to not have this available just because it seems like it's a little more confusing. But that is what you would get at the 50 PV level. Now, if you had a party and you've enrolled 3 or 4 of your friends, it's going to be the same. You still only have to spend 50 PV in that month to get the payout of the Start Living bonus and the Fast Start bonus. Now, I'm going to explain the difference between these two. Actually, let me see. Does it explain it on the next slide? Yeah, so I won't explain it right now. We'll get back to that in a second. The next one, the Rising Star bonus, and then the unilevel commissions. And I'm not sure why they put it in just that order, because I want to tell you about the unilevel commissions first. Is at the unilevel commissions level, or to earn those, you only need to have 100 PV purchased per calendar month. So that doesn't have to be on ER. So if you have members of your downline that are starting to grow, that's something to consider. But to me, why ever risk it if you're at the point where you know you've got a growing team, or you want to maintain your rank, which is great once you have a team growing, then in that case, you definitely would want to be at the 100 people level. But looking at the, it says or 3, if it's on the essential rewards, it also would satisfy that because it still gives you 100 PV in that calendar month. The Rising Star bonus, now this is one of their extra special bonuses for those that really want to build and set their team up right. This is one of those things I wish I had fully understood in the beginning, but frankly, it was a little tough one for me to wrap my mind around. I had no clue about the compensation plan for the first several months, really. And not only that, it was, I didn't even have somebody really to explain it. So I want to explain it to you so that I know you get it, because it's important to me that you have the best start possible. So the Rising Star bonus, first it's going to tell you 100 PV on essential rewards. So that's super duper important. And then in a couple slides, I know it comes up where I'm going to give you the Rising Star bonus in more detail. And at that point, if you need to, get pen and paper and take notes, because that's good stuff. The Start Living bonus. That is a one-time $25 cash bonus when your new friend or family member personally enrolls as a distributor with the Premium Starter Kit. The basic kits, the ones that were $45, would not qualify in this situation, but your Thieves Kit and your Ninja Red Kit and any of the PSKs or Premium Starter Kits, in spite of what diffuser selected, would qualify. The Fast Start bonus, and when I was first told about this, all I knew was it was $50 for everybody that enrolled. But this is an important caveat to pick up, that it's actually could be more than $50. The Fast Start bonus gives you 25% or up to $200 each on your new personally enrolled distributors during their first 3 calendar months. So when that member buys their starter kit, if they also purchase the Thieves Essential Rewards Kit, which is very popular, that's another 115 PV. So you would earn a little more than $25 on that as well. So your commission would actually be $75 for that order. So it's something to consider. When your member, so let's say your best friend Sally enrolls her sister Jane, you'll also earn on Jane's Premium Starter Kit 10%. So she enrolls her, you get $10 for Jane, and you're going to get approximately $50 for Sally if they both just ordered Premium Starter Kits. And that gives you a good idea. Now that lasts for their first 3 months. So anytime Sally in this scenario would enroll somebody, it's the 3 months that new person would be enrolled that you'll earn 10% on, just to try to make that clear. So you'll earn on Sally for 3 months, and then each person she enrolls, it would be that person's 3 months. So Jane for 3 months, and if she enrolls her friend, I don't know, Susie, it would be Susie for Susie's first 3 months, and if she enrolls Debbie, it would also be Debbie for Debbie's first 3 months. So that you would get 10% on that, on Sally's downline, and 25% on Sally. I wish there was a little thing to show that on here, but I think you guys will get the point of that. And really what it comes down to is when you enroll people, you could pick good. The bonuses are great. The Rising Star bonus. This to me is the meat of the person that is trying to reach silver. This is the bonus on here when you earn all 6 shares will be equal to the bonuses when you first reach silver as the, I forget what they're called off the top of my head, generation bonuses as silver. So what do you have to do to reach the Rising Star bonus? Well, stars, senior stars, and executives can earn shares based on 1% of all Young Living's commissionable sales. That's right, that's like profit sharing. Woohoo, that's good stuff, right? So how do I earn a share? Well, you need to focus on developing your organization's legs. first start, and when you're really in the star and senior star phase, this is where you're going to see these develop. You're going to start with 3 legs that are at 300 OGV. Again, OGV is overall group volume. So let's say you've enrolled your sister, your best friend, and your mother. Those are those first 3 legs. You want to have each one of them have an overall volume of 300 OGV. That could be, again, the people they've enrolled on there as well. Now, here's one thing to remember. Those 3 people that you enroll, they need to be on ER at 100 PV. So for you to qualify for the Rising Star bonus, you need to be on ER at 100 PV, and so do the people at the tops of your legs, the people that you have personally enrolled. The next stage of this would be to earn 2 more shares. So you could think about this as some of the people that were at 300 now have kind of graduated, if you want to use that choice of words, to 500 OGV. And you've brought on a few more people that are at 300 OGV. And that's awesome too. So now you're up to 3 shares of the Rising Star bonus. How much is the share? It will depend, but it's been averaging around $50. So 1 share, that's a little $50 extra bonus. It's like having another person enrolled free that month. If you have 3 shares, that's a $150 bonus. You'll feel it, I promise. That's good stuff. And then around the time that you're executive, you're going to really, that's when you'll be working on those 2 legs, because you're going to need 2 legs to hit executive at 1,000 OGV. So you want to have a total of 7 legs. And they all the leg leaders need to be at 100 PV on ER, as do you. And you'll have 2 of them at 1,000, 2 of your legs at 500, and then 3 at 300 for a total of 7. And the reason they do this is to reach Royal Crown Diamond, you need 6 legs plus some extra outside of it. So if you have 7 legs set up, you will be able to hit Royal Crown Diamond eventually with some hard work and with some time put into it. So you can see how this laid out gives you the best start possible. All right, next slide. I'm going to stop sharing because I want to look at y'all again. Now we're going to talk a little bit about unilevel commissions. This is where you actually get paid. Think about this. This is the residual income. This is what's going to be your forever money. This is what you're thinking in the beginning as you do this work, and you think, it's maybe not adding up hour for hour right now. This is what adds up over the years, and this is really the saving grace of network marketing. This is what makes it great. Right after I hit silver, I had a bit of a thyroid problem, and I didn't even know it was coming, but it hit me like a truck, and I could not get out of bed for a solid month. My mom watched my kids for me. I wasn't sure if I was dying or what, and I don't mean to be so dramatic. I'm a dramatic person, but I was concerned, but I couldn't work. Now, any of you know, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. This is how network marketing is different. I have an amazing team. They rallied for me and worked with me to get to silver. And when I couldn't work for that month, they didn't quit. They still did what they do, and they were amazing at it. And I still got a check, and it was more than the month before when I was working. So I just want to throw that out there. That is what makes network marketing great, is that it keeps moving. Even when you have to take a little break from it, you go on vacation, you still get paid. So I saw the value in working up to one of the leadership ranks, and silver is the start of those leadership ranks. And it's hard to even, looking back on there, it chokes me up to think about it because it was amazing. All right, back to the screen. So here, this talks about unilevel commissions. This goes all across the board. So whether you are a distributor all the way through Royal Crown Diamond, you're going to earn these unilevel commissions. It doesn't go any deeper than level 5 as far as the unilevel commissions goes, but as you hit the leadership ranks, silver and beyond, you will earn an extra bonus on your entire team so that you will actually end up earning on everybody that is within your organization. But level 1 is at 8%. That means anybody that is on your front line, somebody that is directly under you, you can call them leg leaders, you can call them whatever you want. When you look in your virtual office, they're going to be the first names listed there. Level 2 is anybody that's under them, whether you've put them there or they've enrolled them. That's level 2. You'll earn 5% on them after the bonus period. Level 1 and level 2 is after the bonus period. In fact, it doesn't matter what level they are. If you're the enroller, you'll earn the bonus on them. And when the bonus period is over, this is the commission that you're going to earn on them at that point. Level 3, level 4, level 5, they're all at 4%. So earn a commission between 4 and 8% of the PV of the purchases by members on various levels of your organization. That's level commission. And when a new member on your team is in months 1 through months 3, and their enroller is earning the fast start bonus, so if you're the sponsor and they're the enroller, then you will not get paid that full 4 to 8%. It is cut back to about 30% of that value just during that time. But it's coming, so it's still worth it. Every bit of it's worth it. It all adds up. Rank qualifications. What does it take to be a distributor or a member? 50 to 100 personal volume. Your overall group volume, it says, is 100. Really, this is just somebody that is ordering on an as-need basis or what they want, or they might be in the Essential Rewards program. But to receive one of these ranks, star, senior star, or executive, or anywhere beyond that, you need to be at 100 PV. And again, it needs to be, I think, in your best interest is to do it on ER. To also reach the rank of star, you need to be at 500 OGV. That means everybody in your organization, including your personal order. At senior star, and the funny thing is, star, I've actually had people reach star just on their own orders, and that's possible, right? People can do that at star, although I still think it's one of the best ranks ever because that's when people are excited, and we get super excited about excited stars. But senior star, I haven't really ever seen anybody, I don't think, hit senior star on their own order. Most people don't spend $2,000 a month. So by the time you're a senior star, you're a leader. You have people on your team that are on Essential Rewards. You're out there having, doing events for them, or you're doing personal appointments with them to help them understand what it takes to live a lifestyle of wellness. You're a leader already at senior star. Executive is when you actually have legs that are starting to form, and you'll have 2 of them at 1,000 OGV each, plus your overall group volume, including those 2 legs, will be at 4,000 OGV. So this gives you a little idea of the first stages of forming your organization. And this, when I'm watching somebody go through this, it is super exciting because I know the thrill of being able to share this and seeing your business build up. The Elite Express program is a newer program that they've come out with. They used to only have silver and 6. But now, as you work through the different ranks, you actually get bonuses there too of free products and awesomeness. You get if you can reach executive from the time you hit star to the time you hit executive, if you could do that in 3 months, there's a bonus. From the time you hit executive to the time you hit silver, if you could do that in 6 months, there is another bonus for you. I think it's silver to gold. If you could do that in 5 months, there's another bonus. And gold to platinum is another one. My goodness, I can't remember if it's 4 months or what. Anywho, that is worth looking into as you work through it. What you need to know is executive in 3 months, silver in 6. And I think that is totally doable. You guys, I am looking forward to seeing how many people on this team in the future are able to achieve this goal. What's next? Once you have your firm grip on the terms, definitions, and ways to earn, it's time to start sharing your love for Young Living. I know if you guys are watching this, you probably are already doing that, so that's sweet. Enrolling new members and building your organization based on the layout of the Rising Star bonus. It says you could contact me for help with strategic placement. I'm going to be placing this video on YouTube, so you may want to contact your personal upline leader because they would be able to tell you better where to place them. Certainly, if you're on my team, I'd be happy to help you with that as well, because I could actually view your organization and see that. Yeah, and then we can discuss what it takes to reach silver and beyond. And I've never had or seen this kind of success as I have for so many people in network marketing as I have with Young Living. And I attribute it, here, let me turn this off so I can see y'all again. I attribute it myself to the beauty of the products. I think that everybody that's within this organization, everybody I've ever met in this organization, has started from such an authentic place, because it's not about, we aren't usually leading with a business opportunity. We're leading with the "it's happened to me" first story. And that's what you're going to see. You're going to hear those stories. You're going to feel the authenticity. You're going to use the products and you're going to love them. And then it's going to grow from there. And I love that about Young Living. Let me see if I've missed any other slides here. Nope, that was the last one. So thank you so much for joining me in this presentation. I'm going to share this to YouTube. I'm going to share this to our team page. And I'm hoping that it will help you guys see the bigger picture of what is all involved and what it can be for you. Please contact me if you have any questions, or your enroller or your sponsor. And until then, I love y'all and talk to you later.